What do you think he's looking at? Little Baroness, the Maiden Voyage of 1916. Interesting. The new clock. What? What is all of this? The Lady of the Light. Oh my god, Alan Wake. The unveiling of 2 statues commemorating the local folktale. Ominous. Misty Day.
It's him.
It's literally the same picture from the original, from the back in the day. Like, not even repainted. It's just the original file. They put the painting texture over it to hide the fact that it's super low res. Misty Day, Remains of the Judgment. Weltsea coal mine, established around 1850, it remained operational until the early 1900s. The mine played a key role in the revitalization of Silent Hill. Title unknown, author unknown. That's really cool. Waterfront landscape. Alan Smith, date of birth and death unknown. A depiction of the local area. Style indicates it was done sometime around the 1820s when the region was far less populated with sparse infrastructure. Silent Hill Historical Society founders. One of the local legends is that of the Lady of the Light. The story tells of a woman who was accused and found guilty of witchcraft. As punishment, she was taken to a small island out on the lake, a minuscule stretch of rocky soil, devoid of any food or shelter. There she was to suffer a slow, excruciating death as her body succumbed to cold and hunger. However, unbeknownst to the rest of the townsfolk, there was a young man among them who, having gazed in the woman's eyes as bright and beautiful as a midsummer's moon, had vowed undying love for her. When she was convicted wrongly, as he believed, he swore that he would not let her suffer such a cruel fate. While waiting for an opportunity to abscond with his beloved, every night he would sneak out and row across the lake, bringing her food and something to keep her warm. And every night, the woman would stand there, on the shore, holding a lit candle to help him find his way. But then one night, when the sky was exceptionally clear, devoid of even a wisp of a cloud, the young man set out on his nightly escapade. Look out into the distance, looking for the light in the darkness that would lead him to his beloved. It's like a page is missing. On that night, however, the moon shone so bright and so vibrant, stronger than any candle could. Seeing the light's reflection in the water, the young man was led astray. He rowed and rowed and rowed, following the reflected light, hoping against hope he could reach it. He did not care for his aching arms or the shortness of his breath, utterly mesmerized by the illusory light. When his boat tipped over, the man was so exhausted from rowing, so weakened were his arms, that he was not able to swim to shore, thus he succumbed to a watery grave. Although left alone, the woman on the island never lost hope. She kept coming out at night and kept lighting the candle. The legend says that those looking for true love can still see the lady's light out on the lake, shining to bring her love home. While the story is clearly meant as a metaphor and cautionary tale, it is to a certain extent nested in reality, as the area has indeed seen its share of religious persecution, such as that of... It's interesting because that story does not match the story Maria told us, and in fact... Wow, this is a screenshot of the original game. Yeah, opposite events from what Maria told, where it was a stormy night, etc., etc. Former director of Brookhaven Hospital. Brookhaven Hospital, 1880. The hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed a wave of immigration to the area. Originally, it was little more than a shack, but has since expanded into a fully fledged medical establishment. On top of that, too, one of the details that's really interesting is that it says there in the book that is like a story about hope, and that he hoped against hope. And Maria mentioned that James wishing to find Mary was a story about hope. She said it was hopeful, not crazy. So was she just full of shit? Was she just quoting this folktale back to him? Who can say? I can't believe they kept the staircase. This shit rules. Oh, the sound getting louder. Scary. Snake Eater should start playing. Looks like it's looping forever just like in the original. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is. I think this is an actual length. Yeah, it wasn't. Fascinating. Well, here we are. September 11th, 1820, prisoner number C221. Someone was here way sooner than that, though, because of the cigarettes, right? Or way more recently than that? General population, 186. High security, 71. Total, 282. Toluca prison, June 1st, something, something. What does that say? June 12th, 1992? 1902? I don't think it's 02. People in 1902 didn't have handwriting like that. Oh, great. Oh, oops. Just take me out. Rishin says, I'm curious if there's anything so far that you think were too faithful to the original, like any mechanics or storytelling that feels dated or without purpose. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything here that I think is worse because it's faithful to the original. I also have an extraordinarily high opinion of Silent Hill 2. So I can't believe I'm gonna have to run down this hallway again. I really thought I was 100% certain that it was gonna checkpoint me at the bottom. So wow. Maybe the fact that it didn't checkpoint me at the bottom. Maybe that's the one thing that's kind of surprising to me. Yeah, I don't know. I do think that the save system is a half measure because there's autosaves. That might be one of the few lingering things that feels a little odd. I'm trying to think of other mechanics that just kind of feel weird to me. Wall breaking as a mechanic I think is cool. Like interacting with the environment is cool, but it feels more like a environmental puzzle mechanic than it does a particular aspect of the moveset or something that the game needs to be designed around. Ralph says, it makes me think of how atemporal Silent Hill 2 is. I don't think they ever say a date in the game. We do know that it is sometime in the 1900s, obviously. I think most people think the 1990s because there are dates in the texts in the game. We just don't know when it takes place specifically. It's like it must be later than 1992 or something. It's like that, not like anything else. Where there's no defined date, I mean. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any particular, like, mechanic I'm finding particularly bad. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to open my map. I bet I don't even have one. Ugh. I don't know if there is any particular thing that is sticking out to me as like bad or not good or functional in the context of the game. Toluca Prison Camp. Built in 1862, the camp was used to house prisoners during the American Civil War, converted into Toluca Prison in 1866. Death by skewering. An execution at the prison, death by skewering or strangling. To choose his death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. Crimson and white, banquet for the gods. It's interesting that seeing this at this resolution makes it very clear now that this is not a photograph, this is a drawing. Haley says, I think I can agree on the save thing. It feels like it should be one or the other, or doing something like some of the RE remakes where the higher difficulties have manual saves only. Yeah, exactly. I definitely agree with that idea that, like, I think quality of life is important, but I think people think you can just slap quality of life onto something and it's not going to affect its aesthetics and the rest of its design. I think that the autosaves in this are a huge, big, helpful quality of life thing, and I really like them. But I do think they make the manual saves feel kind of weird, or rather, even the autosaves feel weird because you can manually save way easier. You should do it with purpose, yeah. I like that he's anxious about this. I wonder if the horse room is going to be in this, because I really am not looking forward to it. Yeah, they made a mechanic entirely out of breaking out of the well. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this feels like. Rishin says, the manual saves have character implications built in, whereas the auto saves just kind of happen unmentioned. That's true, and the characters comment on the way that James reacts to the save squares. So there's something interesting going on there. Ugh. Higher fidelity, knee-deep water makes me super uncomfortable, but also I remember the layout of this place. Jesus Christ. That's one way to make these enemies more scary. Hide them underwater. Raph says, this is the exact moment where I think it's more effective in the original. I don't know. I can't say yet, because that got me pretty good. There's no save square here yet, just as an aside. Oh my god. Why can I not interact with this? That's interesting. Raph says, because playing for the first time, you think you're actually stuck in a well, even if it doesn't make sense. Oh, that makes sense. I see what you're saying now. I thought you meant like the monster coming out of the water. I was like, what do you mean? Oh god. These are enemies now. I mean, I guess they were enemies before, but these especially are enemies now. What? Wow, in high fidelity, this place is freaky. Perp says, oh no, not this room. Yeah. Oh, also, hi Perp. How long have you been here? Miss the old awful sound that plays when you input the wrong code. It was ear piercing. I'm confused. Doesn't that look breakable? Submissive and breakable to anyone else? Perhaps it's just in time because the prison's definitely the area I was most curious about. Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. Oh, I got a key. I'm stupid. Sorry. My brain stopped working for a second. I totally stopped registering what I was even doing. There wasn't another... No, there wasn't. Okay. Perp says, Keith's in prison Silent Hill. You're in prison Silent Hill. I am. And Keith is playing Downpour, isn't he? I haven't checked in with him about Silent Hill. We talked a little bit about the remake in that he was like, I don't know if I want to cover it. And I was like, you're crazy. You should. It's really good. But maybe he'll do it next year. I'm very lost. Oh, here we go. Duh. He really doesn't want to jump. Oh man, I just realized what's coming up. Fuck. Perhaps as I was trying to find a way. 1 grits with lard, boiled meatloaf beans, bread and coffee. Perhaps as I was trying to find a way to connect that to Cape Escape, but I got nothing. It's just another reality shifting prison game. Indeed. That's disturbing. It's a painting of the room we're in right now, and that looks like James. Look at that jacket. Look at that face. That's a cool detail, y'all. If you don't look at the environments in the game, you miss cool stuff like that.
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head and pow.
Eddie?
Oh, hi, James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. It just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you, and you shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you? I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it in his eyes.
His eyes.
He kept looking at me. making fun of me. I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because the way they looked at you.
You should see your face, James. I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Well, anyway, I better get going.
Wait. You're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
Wowee. That was wild. I can assure you that he most certainly was not like this when he got here. Because, one, there's snow on the table coming from this exhaust that the blood is covering. But also, he was shot in the back of the head. That's his brain coming out of the front of his skull. Also, that cutscene was incredibly unsettling. Eddie is way more terrifying in this than in the original, in a way that is, like, genuinely well acted, and I worry for the people that acted him, because that is very creepy. I don't want them to play the horse sounds at me. Do you think they're gonna play the horse sounds at me? They still haven't found him. Since he had the cabinet key, we should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the visitor's checkpoint and secure the rifle before it falls into the wrong hands. Visitor's checkpoint. All right, we have a goal. That was really unsettling. Oh boy, that cutscene was intense. That was really good, though. I really liked that. Okay, well... Okay. I can't see anything. It's so dark in here. Whoa. Is he gonna spit at me? He is. Rifle rounds. We'll save those for boss fights. I'm not going to use those for free. The old super video gamey puzzles. Interesting. More deja vu sequences. What in the world is wriggling on the floor? Excuse me? Oh my god, the bull door. What does that say? That's Hebrew. Do we have any Hebrew speakers here? Someone Google translate that Hebrew. Hornless ox. Avery's has popped back in just in time for the unhinged cutscene, but can't stick around. I also wouldn't stick around if someone subjected me to that. That does not pass the vibe check. It's too dark a shot to try and Google Translate it. Gotcha. I will try and... There you go. Maybe there's a translation here to get. All right, that's a wall to break through. Oh, lights. There's a timing puzzle with the lights. Do I have to put them all on at the same time? Eyeless boar. Interesting. Yeah, this is alright, folks. I'm retreating to my bed to try and catch a few more hours. Have fun with the rest of the stream, Toaster. I will. Sorry, I got distracted. God, these things are demonic. Can't get in there. This is back where we started. It's not even recognize it as words on your phone. Gotcha. This cell is to be cleaned up by Tuesday. Make sure you get the cons to do it by then. The previous tenant has been moved to the death row as per the warden's order. There's nothing to get out from here, so. Eyeless boar, headless serpent. Interesting. Earlier, someone named Ruben Chaveria said, "Hey, Toaster, how's your night been?" My night's been very good. Thank you for asking. Sorry, I got distracted by playing the video game and forgot to answer. Oh, please don't play the fucking horse noises. I will lose my mind. It's playing the horse noises. This shit ramps my anxiety up to 1,000. Romero says 3 a.m. here, but I'm really enjoying the stream and I have nothing to do tomorrow. Hey, man. Pull ye but once on a rope's frayed end. Choose the one justified from among the damned. Seek out their tales. Think upon each sin. Or let blind fate choose. Let the judgment begin. Okay. We don't have anything to work with right now. But we presumably need to get 6 ropes. I can't believe they preserved the fucking galloping. Oh, I hate it so much. Oh, it persists in the cutscene. It literally gives me chills. Oh, I hate it. Oh, it's positional and it goes through my headphones. This is my least favorite room in the original game as well. I hate this room. This is truly my nightmares. That don't feel good to me, to Toaster. I can't believe they kept the goddamn horse noises. Okay. What do we have to work with up here? There are a few other places to go to that I don't have access to yet, I don't think. I guess we can go to the chapel now. That seems like the next best place. SH2 has a lot of troll scares? Yes, it does. This is very interesting. Can't get through there. Don't have access to that yet. Alright, back into the main area, I suppose. Go to the chapel. The soundscape here and the darkness is just really messing with me. I find this deeply uncomfortable in a way that is not normal. It's really spooky. Okay, let's see. Those are hand crushers to crush your fingies with. The heaviest weight. Fuck. What? Oh. The prisoners do not feel remorse. In fact, they do not feel themselves to be sinful at all. Even the simplest of them will try to shield themselves from the Lord's gaze with what little words they know, and so they dream blissfully, the sinners that they are. For no matter how foul and loathsome one's existence may be, human nature abides. I like the syringe in there. That's nice. I mostly just like having a full heal. No, I made a new one by accident. That's fine. All right, I have the heaviest weight. Let's figure out what to do with that. I mean, I guess it goes to the yard, right? This area is very dark. This reaction to them keeping the horse noises is a very good reason for them to have them. Screw you. What does that do? Does this open the serpent door? The captions were comedic gold. Okay, that's not open. How are we gonna do this? How's this work? Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. Yeah. I don't know if I have a brain in my head. What am I missing here, folks? Oh, there's a room next to the yard. You checked the dove earlier, not the snake? Wasn't the snake down here? Oh. Okay. Well, that explains it. Okay, so there's a room in here, but I can't get to it. Yeah, okay. I am stupid. It was simple. Why didn't anyone think of it? I'm just dumb. Prisons like this actually super freak me out. Like tightly enclosed spaces like this. Not for claustrophobia reasons, but for like human movement reasons. Like the idea of a bunch of people being packed in here like without escape is like very weird to me. Again, less claustrophobic and more like the Titanic. Does that make sense? Like what happens when the place fills with water? Like that kind of logic, I think. Like there's just like that deep-seated fear in my brain of that. What the fuck? New version of you? There are too many enemies here. I need to find them and kill them before. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Oh, that's not okay. Dear God, what the fuck? Oh my God. Not all right. I don't like this for 1 second. No. Okay. I don't know, man. Just makes me feel a little queasy, that's all. I feel like I'm playing Amnesia the Bunker right now. Okay. What are we gonna do? Oh, juked. I hate this sound they make. Ah! I have a ton of ammo, which is nice. Really want to save those for the final few fights, but Romero says, didn't know you played Amnesia at the Bunker. Check it out sometime. Yeah. Why is the boss fight music happening right now? Oh, just like that. Whatever is going on here can fully cut it right out. Nothing here to interact with. What do we want to do? What's the goal here? To just overload it? Oh no, yellow. What? What is going on? What am I missing about? Do I want it to blow? Correct. I did. I wanted to blow the fuse so that I can get into places. Yeah. Okay, they're out there now.